Austin A55. It's an overhead valve type engine, a type generally associated with high-performance power plants. With 55 horsepower and 82 foot-pounds of torque, it provides plenty of get-up and go. And it's a highly efficient engine, which means top economy to go along with the top performance. The high 8.3-to-1 compression ratio squeezes the last bit of power out of every drop of fuel. And of course, we're talking about lower-cost, regular gasoline. Owners report that they are getting as much as 40 miles per gallon, a phenomenal fuel economy record, considering that it involves Metropolitan owners rather than professional test drivers. One owner said this: "The savings on gas have paid for my cars, and the trade-in value is remarkable. The engine has a full-flow oil filter and an oil bath air cleaner as standard equipment. Again, these are deluxe engine features that some cars costing a great deal more than Metropolitan provide only at extra cost. Metropolitan's synchromesh transmission is the 3-speed type, just like those on the most expensive cars. Another indication of the Metropolitan's performance is that it does not require a 4-shift transmission, such as used by some of the lower-powered imports. Brakes represent another of the Metropolitan's strong points. The front brakes, where a car needs most of its braking power, have 2 cylinders per wheel. This means that the lining contacts the brake drums evenly, all around, giving fast, smooth stops with no grabbing, and longer lining life through more even wear. Quick steering response, only 2 3/4 turns from lock to lock, plus the added leverage of Metropolitan's larger steering wheel are other features that make driving the Metropolitan such a pleasing experience. The famous American Motors deep coil ride is in Metropolitan too. In front, extra long direct-acting coil springs let the wheels flow over bumps. The suspension components are rubber-mounted to the body structure to soak up road shock and noise. In the rear, longitudinal leaf springs cushion the ride and help give Metropolitan a balanced, sure-footed feel. Another function these leaf springs perform is in connection with the Hotchkiss drive arrangement, which cushions the driving and braking forces through the rear leaf springs, thus adding to the smoothness of the ride. Is it any wonder that the Metropolitan ride matches that of far more expensive cars? The ride is, after all, one of the features that make Metropolitan the ideal personal car. Let's listen in on a Metropolitan salesman as he covers just a few of the features.
Actually, you're in for a pleasant surprise at the quality and big car feel of the Metropolitan. Notice how easy it is to get in through the big, wide doors. And that steering wheel feels and seems just right because it is a full-size steering wheel. With this big, wide windshield, you can really see what's going on in the front. And the electric parallel windshield wipers keep it that way, no matter how bad the weather is. And notice the large rear windows and the big side windows, which give you extra safe all-round vision. With 2 people in the Metropolitan, you have 25 inches of seat space per person, which is more than you have in any big car when there are 3 people in a seat. Let's take a ride now, and you can see for yourself.
Remember to tell and show your prospects all the reasons why the Metropolitan is the world's smartest smaller car. Luxury in miniature.